Well, hello, and welcome back to my blind playthrough of The Outer Worlds. In this episode, we finally figure out what Lilya at Sublight Contractors has been up to, sending us all over the place on these seemingly random missions. And let me tell you, the truth is bizarre. You'll see what I mean. I hope you enjoy. I think we're done here, so now we're gonna try to get this station for salvage, the Ice Palace. Let's see what that's all about.
We've reached HRS-1084, Captain. It's emitting a very weak docking signal. I almost mislabeled it as normal etheric static.
It wants us to dock with it? Oh, I'm all about the docking shit. Y'all know how much I like that docking. Let's do it up. Let's do it up. Except, we're gonna bring Parvati and Sam along for this one.
Please check battery levels before initiating an extended sanitization section.
Restricted access. I don't know if it's actually restricted access though, because it looks like it's broken here. Hi, hi. Hello, hello. This looks dangerous to touch. Probably shouldn't get too close to that. I wonder what we're gonna find here. Like, I wonder what happened here, like why it's abandoned, you know? Gotta be a good reason for it.
Entering quiet mode.
We'll sneak into the innards of the place. Here we go. Here we go, alright. Blank UDL key card. Or what we can use that for. Maintenance mode, we don't have power going to it, so we can't use it. We might be able to restore power to the station somehow. I'll have to figure out how to do that, though. Come up here. Let's see what's up here. Okay, there's a dead person. Confirmed. Dead scientist, even. I like how we know his profession just by looking at his body. It's like, what? Hunting ultra rifle. If I was a sniper build, that would be fun. That's broken. Okay. He was in here. Looks like an auto mechanical. Somebody in a tank with a device in front of him. That's peculiar. Maybe it's someone we can actually thaw out or something.
Let's give these little fellas a wide berth, Captain.
These fellas? Okay, still no power. Oh, these fellas. Why not? Why though? Let's go say hi. Let's go say hi to our friends. Oh, it's sealed. Can't. Literally cannot. That's a mine. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ow. All this shit is sealed up. We can't go anywhere. Can't even go through there. Okay, so how the fuck? All the fucking doors are sealed. How are we?
You make it dirty, Sam cleans it up.
Okay, I got a concussion, but it's fine. It's fine. All right. Oh, modify generator mode. There we go. Here we go. Well, now we need to go check out those other thingies. View facility status report. A toilet in the maintenance barracks does not flush. Sensors indicate Alta Vitae gas is leaking from storage tank. Uh-oh. Okay. Repair toilet. Okay.
Captain, I've been attempting to contact you with urgent news. However, communicational functionality was impaired due to the power outage.
What's going on, Ada?
A UDL vessel has been tracking our position and just recently docked with the station. They are patching into the station's transmission lines now. I cannot stop.
I've been waiting for this day since we tagged your ship in Cascadia, Captain. So glad we finally have this opportunity. My ship is docked with 1084. There's no escape.
I think you've got the wrong guy.
I think not. The refueling system at Cascadia's landing pad logged your ship ID. You've been poking your nose into restricted locations. This makes my superiors unhappy. I could peel your ship open like a can of Forest. But I'm in a sporting mood.
Oh. You're about to make an enemy of Sublight. Trust me, you don't want that.
Sublight? Ugh. I hate it when you outlaws organize. The paperwork for killing you would be the death of me.
Now I feel bad. Want to fight me anyway, off the record?
That's kind of you to ask, but we have a tight schedule. It's open season on trespassers. Squad, I'm ordering a recall. There's a misspelling on our orders that ought to be corrected. On the double.
Wow.
The UDL gunship is undocking from the station. They appear to be departing into space.
We completely avoided that
Dad used to say
bullshit.
words have power. You proved them true.
That's hilarious. Wait. Oh, the auto mechanicals are out now. Okay. Oh, because we restored power. We restored power, so now it's gonna be...
Everyone all right?
Oh, poor Sam. Poor Sam. Okay. Now we can use this, though. Messages. Your concerns. You asked that I reach out. I'm doing so. Is something amiss with the team? How's their morale, their commitment to the project? Of course, morale is low. You gave those PhD tanks of nuclean scrambling gas, and no warm bodies to test it on. What did you think would happen? They can test on each other all they want, but no one lays a hand on my squad. I'm installing safeguards in case anyone challenges that decree. Once upon a time, there was a princess who... Wait, what? Oh, it's a bedtime story to, like, their daughter or somebody. Oh, that's sweet. Once upon a time, there was a princess who trained to be a soldier, while the other princesses got jobs at canneries and counting houses. The soldier squinted down her sights at the firing range and made sure she hit the target every time. Then one day, a not very nice man offered her a job at an ivory tower far, far away from the kingdom. The princess could provide for her ailing father, her lovely child, and her goofball husband, but would have to stay locked in the tower until the doctors could find a way out. Once she thought better of her choices, the princess applied for early dismissal, but no one listened. The end. I love you, Angelica. Maybe you can write me a better ending? Give your father a hug and tell him I'm sorry for missing another birthday. Wow. That's so sad! Oh my god, that's sad. Yikes. The biggest of yikes.
Proximity
Oh,
analysis. Experimental sterilization measures employed.
Maybe we can go through anyway.
Contact with electrical currents can be lethal. to
Okay, so we're not
customers.
going that way. We're not going that way. Do we have a way to turn it off? I saw the security routines here. Now that we know that that's there. Oh, we're considered in combat? Yeah, look at that. All right, well, there's... Oh, there's another door over there. Hold up. What if we go this way? Maybe there's a way through over this, in this direction. Okay, that still won't open. Still won't open, so maybe not. No. No, that's not gonna help us out any, I don't think. I mean, you could DM me if you want. I can tell you if there's still more to see and do, you know? Alright, there's gotta be something else we need to do here. There were other computer terminals that were kind of turned off because there wasn't enough power. Maybe the front desk terminal? Try that one.
Muting volume now.
Alright, let's try using this now. Encode key card. Let's do that. Alright. Messages. A transport vessel has been dispatched to HRS 1084. I have taken the liberty of upgrading the sensitive materials containment rating of this asset, which means you are permitted to leave with company-branded consumables, but all personal effects must be left behind. Wow. Do not interfere with the tanks. The cleanup crew will dispose of all exhausted assets in time. Anyone who requires ethical correction therapy can speak to a spacer care approved alienist. Wow. Wow. James is gone and he never said goodbye. I keep telling myself that he wanted me to remember him as he was outside of the tank. Or maybe he was just bad at goodbyes. When I saw what was left of him, I wanted to airlock everyone who let it happen. You could have said something, James. We were never short on time. Nothing's keeping me here now. The bits aren't worth it. I've requested a transfer. I get the impression I'm not the only one. Gimble thinks there'll be trouble once the docks run out of warm bodies. If James was around, I know he'd set her straight. Now that he's gone, maybe I could use some convincing too. She showed up next to my bunk last night, said if anything happened to her, her password was her daughter's name. It never comes to that. Wow. Alright. Alright, so I think with the key card, we might be able to disable the electric floor thingy. Is there like a... Is there a thing? Maybe not. Oh, here it is. Here it is. And from here, we can probably disable the electric floor. Security routines. Disengage at checkpoint security. Personal files. Gimbal came by asking if any of the docs had been around. I told her what I know. It's been quiet. Just ask Alpha. She walked off with a spring in her step. Okay, weird. Then she requisitioned a UDL Electrofloor 3000 for my checkpoint. And a crate of concussion mines? Guess she didn't believe me. Is she preparing for war? She's acting like she knows something the rest of us don't. Especially uncomfortable around the docks. Something's up. We're about to discover something grisly, I feel like. We're about to discover some not fun times. So yes, before we go see what that's all about, let's go look into their personal effects. Maybe we can find something that'll clue us in on what we should be expecting in there. So far, just toilets and beds, toilets and beds. And ammo. Lots of ammo. What's this? Knock you out far. Yeah, nothing particularly great. All right, let's go. Let's see what this is all about. Lots of ammo is never a good sign in there, right? Get wrecked, you fuck.
Industrial stage.
Get wrecked, you fuck. Die! Jesus Christ.
Been sanitized.
All right. Holding tank 01 log. The subject should not be revived until a method for stabilizing his condition is found. Oh. What if we bring him out anyway? What if we bring him out anyway? I kind of want to. I kind of want to see what happens. I feel like this is bad news bears. We probably shouldn't do this. Subject will need extensive nucleon resequencing for any chance of viable extraction. I'm so sorry it ended up like this, James. We will come back for you all and fix this, I swear it. Please forgive us. Is there no way to get him out of there? There's gotta be a way to get him out, right? Subject's condition is dire. Make sure resuscitation devices are on hand upon revival. Please hold on, Claire. We almost had it this time, I swear. We'll bring you back. Like, there's more and more names each time. Or, like, fewer and fewer. So, like, that one was first. That person there was first. Then that person was second. And then this was the last one. There were 2 people left by the time they put him in the tank. So I don't know what they were doing, but it wasn't anything good. Their experiments were not quite working out, it doesn't seem like. Alright, let's go this way. Modify system access protocols. Insert Sublight override cartridge. Okay. Accessing data, override data, displaying automated confirmation. If you're reading this, you're standing in the legal property of Sublight Salvage and Shipping. Good work, contractor. Report back to Sublight HQ to collect your cut. Project summary. Purpose: biological hybridization and assimilation strategies. Further the chimeric sciences via the targeted modification of human nuclein using strands obtained by Halcyon native fauna. They were trying to splice humans and raptidons together? What? What? It has come to my attention that a culture of distrust has soured relations between HRS 1084's research staff and security personnel. Many of you have submitted requests for early dismissal. To the research staff, the importance of your work supersedes any interpersonal conflict. To our security personnel, there will be no early dismissal. You will also notice that your employment contract has no set end date. We can enjoy a discussion of morale and its impact on success metrics once the question of humanity's place in the Halcyon colony is answered. In the meantime, get back to work. Jesus Christ, these people. These fucking people, what the fuck? We almost lost Charlie. It was a runaway resequencing shift. Once it started, it kept going, spreading beyond the isolated tissue to a full-blown systemic infiltration. He said it was like every organ was itchy. I told him we'd ice him, freeze him until we could work out how to reverse what had gone wrong. Every time Lore walked by me, she rubbed my shoulders and asked me to take a different reading. They didn't need to be taken. It was just to keep my mind occupied. She's been checking on me every hour since. We had to put Claire on ice today. She and the others drew straws. Claire lost. The change was slower this time. At first, the resequence stayed within normal parameters, but then it spread again, just like with Charlie. Tomorrow, I'm reaching out to my handler directly. I need some answers. I wonder how Gunthry's doing. Here's symphony music playing from under his door. This log is being entered by Dr. Fall. I had to prescribe Dr. Chartrand enough sedatives to knock out a primal. Yesterday morning, Dr. Guthrie and I drew straws to decide which of us would be the next test subject. He pulled the short one. No new developments. After all our sacrifices, it still feels like we're miles away from a breakthrough. Eva hasn't forgiven herself for the losses. Maybe some time away from HRS 1084 will clear her mind. The board confirmed receipt of my report and transmitted our recall notice. We're just awaiting transport. Access to outbound communication transfer. Is anyone listening on this frequency? Who is this? I'm the project lead on 1084. I wanted... Station 1084, you have orders to maintain wireless silence until a mission end state is achieved. Override password antediluvian. Can I do for you, Doctor? The board told me they would deliver my queries about our transcription problem on the Cornelius Vanderbilt. Where are we with that? I'm afraid I can't provide an updated status at this time, Doctor. The assault cruiser should have arrived on Earth by now. My query was addressed to the Chimerical Research Department at George D. Hevesy Institute in Budapest. One of my associates will reach out to you when we have an update. When? Aren't you in contact with the assault cruiser? What happened out there? Station 1084, misuse of this channel is a fireable offense, as is abusing your executive override, save in cases of emergency. Damn it, this is transmission ends. I wonder if something happened to Earth. Right? We keep...
Job done. We can go home to the ship, right? I've been missing Ada fierce. Hold on a tick. Don't we know Chartrand? From Cascadia?
I guess we do know Dr. Chartrand, don't we? Maybe we can go talk to her before we leave. But yeah, I wonder if something happened to Earth. We keep getting these, tidbits about, lack of supplies and stuff. I wonder if, we are getting silence from Earth. Something might have happened to Earth, and now this colony is on its own, and that's kind of why everything's starting to fall apart a little bit. I'm getting suspicious. Let's just go back to the groundbreaker and turn this shit in.
Whee! Destination reached. The groundbreaker. Captain, I wish to offer my commendations for convincing the UDL's gunship to leave HRS-1084. I did not favor the idea of being stripped and sold for parts.
Noted, Ada. Noted. All right, let's go back to Sublight. Be like, hey ho, we did your thing. Whee. There's an idiot jumping around a goddamn space station. Nothing to see here, motherfuckers. That Muzak, though. Hi.
Finally, a base of our own. Soon we'll have eyes on every corner of the system. Well done, Captain.
Yeah. Base has sign. Oh, intimidate. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna actually manage to intimidate her. Is that all? I didn't do this for charity.
Technically, you did. Among other things, Sublight is a charity, legally speaking. Or so my lawyers tell me. It's a tax thing. Here, just take the bits. Aside from the automated security, did you meet any resistance at the station?
A UDL gunship buzzed the station, but I convinced them to back off.
I knew it. They've been shadowing us since Monarch, maybe even longer. I've been less than honest with you. Your assignments weren't strictly about the salvage business. You might have figured that out already.
Is this about your cloak and dagger warnings?
That's right. Up until now, I've kept you in the dark for your protection. And more importantly, mine. But I'd like to think we've earned each other's trust. After the Monarch job, I started connecting the dots. I didn't like the picture. Then what we found at Station 1084 confirmed my fears. You and I have stumbled onto something big. Something none of us were meant to know.
Bad news, I take it? Wait, no, you have my interest, now you have my attention.
Glad to know it, Captain. Ask yourself why a skeleton crew was studying that Alta Vitae gas in secret. Ask yourself why stockpiles were hidden on a planet full of monsters.
Maybe they, I'm guessing you have an idea.
Before we go any further, I want you to keep an open mind. Can you do that for me, Captain?
I can do that.
Aliens. I'm talking about aliens. They're the ones responsible for the deaths at 1084, and who knows what else. We have to put a stop to it. Hear me out. I'm saying it's aliens. I'm not asking you to like it. I'm not even asking you to believe it. But I need to act on this threat to the colony, and I can't do it alone. This doesn't feel at all right, Captain. The crew is skeptical. That's good. I don't want you walking into the unknown with blindfolds on. I assume you have questions?
A few.
If we're gonna see this through, I'll need your trust and commitment. Now's the time for setting doubts aside.
I really don't know what to make of this, Lilya.
If you don't believe me, go pay a visit to the puppet master who's working against her own kind.
Oh?
Dr. Chartrand is the crooked psychopath behind the gas experiments. She sold out her species, and I need you to put a bullet through her skull.
Oh. Sounds messy, but I'll take the job.
You don't even want to know why for? This keycard will get you through the front door of her Byzantium estate. Don't ask how I got it. You might not like the answer. By now, the other side knows what you're doing. Don't trust anything Chartrand says. She's compromised down to the bone. Maybe even deeper than that.
Ooh. All right, we're going after some alien sympathizers, chat. Apparently, this is my life now. We're in too deep now, chat. Nowhere to go now but forward. The Chimera's last experience. Find and kill Eva Chartrand on Byzantium. Wow. Alright, I guess this is what we're doing now. This is what we're doing with my life. Let's go. Alright, let's go to Byzantium. Pretty sure that's where we're going. Actually, I wonder what this is. We'll worry about it later. Let's go here. Alright, we're gonna bring Ellie along since she knows this place. I don't know if she knows it. I think, no, she does. She grew up here, right? She just took the job on Monarch.
Can we talk?
I guess. Hello, Ellie.
So, we're just gonna march straight into Byzantium and acquire some rare chemicals right under the board's nose? I sure hope you negotiated for a raise with this Phineas guy.
This isn't about money.
Uh-huh. Sure. Everybody's got an angle. I'm just wondering what yours is.
Marxism. Yeah, Phineas is trying to do good for the colony, and I want to help.
I knew a doctor like him once. He had a patient complaining of ankle pain, so he amputated the man's foot.
Okay.
It wasn't even the right one. Point is, good intentions don't count for shit. And nothing's more dangerous than a crusader with a cause. Besides, none of this is your mess, so why go dirtying your hands with it?
If Halcyon goes down, we all do. Do what I can to fix it.
Guess I hadn't looked at it that way. Still, Phineas isn't your only option. The board's put a bounty on his head, and they've got more than enough bits to pay it. I've got no love for the corporations, but they know how to take care of their people. The ones at the top, anyway.
I'm not going to become some corporate lackey.
Don't think of it as being a lackey. Think of it as doing a job and getting paid really, really well. I know you want to save the day, but don't forget to look after yourself. No one else out here's going to.
Aw, Ellie, I didn't know you cared.
Hey, don't get any ideas. I'm just making sure you last long enough to pay me at the end of this. Anything else?
At least she's practical, right? What do you think about Zora and Sanjar coming to terms?
Things on Monarch have really cooled off. I didn't think MSI and the Iconoclast would ever talk. Outside of shouting four-letter words, I mean.
Not too late for them to go back to their old ways.
That's the option I'd bet on.
Wow.
Sure, maybe they'll have a good cry first. Look through old photographs over a pint of premium double chocolate cacao gelato. But sooner or later, things will go back to the way they were. People don't change. Not really.
Yes, right? That was a very specific image.
Well, who hasn't been there? Anyway, I just wanted to make sure you weren't too invested in this thing between them lasting.
Fair. Don't worry about me.
I never do.
Wow.
Anything else?
I take it you've got something to say about Harlow?
What did I tell you? His down with the man shtick was just an act. No one who yammers that much means half of it.
I sound so excited. That was Felix's friend.
Obviously not. And better for Felix to know that now rather than become the next Trask.
Fair. Because Harlow turned out to be crooked doesn't mean everyone's like that.
Don't get all mushy on me now. Come on, what did we just learn? People look out for their own interests. It's a fundamental law of nature, same as gravity and conservation of motion.
Except we've created artificial gravity.
This is why I hate metaphors. Look, I see a lot of people, inside and out. When you get down to it, we're all made of the same stuff. Once you accept that, nothing much surprises you.
Words to live by.
See, this is what I like about you. You may not be from here, but you fit right in. You're not working for the board out of some foolish sense of idealism.
No, but that's not the point.
You're right. The point is that self-interest is like self-pleasure. No one wants to admit it, but everyone has a hand in it. Enough about Harlow, though. Anything else?
Well then. If we're going to work together, I'd like to know more about you.
I'm a surgeon by training and a pirate by inclination. Not much else to know, Captain. I like long walks on the promenade and the smell of Spacer's Corona. I make a mean zero-G cocktail and I've got a meaner right hook.
Do you have much experience contracting out with other captains?
Sure do. Some of it was even legal.
That's all I really needed to know.
I have a feeling we'll get along.
Alright, never mind, let's go. Oh, man. Hey everybody, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please hit those like and subscribe buttons and don't forget to click the bell. Also, if you feel so inclined, go ahead and leave a comment. I would very much appreciate it. I'll see you next time.